And we are on. We say all praises be to the Creator, all power to His people. In the name of Yahshua, the Black Revolutionary Messiah, I greet you, my brothers and sisters, in the spirit of truth and the words of peace. Shalom Aleichem. Giving a special salute to the Black Messiahs. Our motto is stop waiting for a Savior and be one. Stop waiting for a Savior and be one. Wanted to take a minute out tonight to talk about what we're doing with the book giveaways. We have started the Bull City Griot free, Durham's first free bookstore. Durham's first free bookstore. We're giving away classic books. We have a large inventory of books about African history, Black history, from thousands of years ago up until the present. We have classic Black works. Classic Black works. We have hundreds of books. Hundreds of books that we're putting out in the community for free. So what we've been doing is having pop-ups around the city because people have donated hundreds of books from New York, from Winston-Salem, from Greensboro, and right here in Durham. People have donated hundreds of books to Bull City Griot, Durham, North Carolina's first free Black bookstore. But the second phase, and let me explain. I know many of you are already aware, but in West African culture, the griot was the person who was responsible for teaching the history and the culture of the village. That's the word griot. So when we say Bull City Griot, that's why we named the bookstore Bull City Griot. We have pop-ups, again, around the city. So if you see that we're going to be in a certain park, whether we're going to be downtown, whether we're going to be on the West End, whether we're going to be on a certain neighborhood, pull up and get a free book for yourself or for your child. Children are going to have book reports due in a couple of, if they don't already, so it's a good time to get a free book about Black history or African history. Now, we've now entered the next phase. We've now entered the next phase. It's called Backpack Griot. Backpack Griot. And this can be nationwide. This can be across the planet. What we're asking brothers and sisters to do is, you remember the days of backpack hip-hop when the rapper 20 years ago, the rappers used to wear the backpacks on the back like Kanye West, and even before that you remember the conscious era with Poor Righteous Teachers and Brand Nubian and Public Enemy and X-Clan and Boogie Down Productions and Jeru the Damager, all of that. So what we're trying to do is combine both of those eras. We're trying to combine both of those eras and bring the backpack back. But what we're going to do is we're going to put Black history books inside the backpack. So as we walk around Durham, as we walk around not only Durham, but anywhere on the planet, we'll be carrying backpacks of classic Black history books. Some of the books to give away, but more importantly, is to teach. It's to teach. The purpose of the Backpack Griot is to be an expert in certain aspects of our culture and to teach that on the street or to teach that in the hood. So we need to walk around with backpacks because people need to know, well, where'd you get your information, brother? We need to be able to pull out a book out of a backpack and present the information and teach that information in the streets. Because our children in Durham, our young people especially, need this information. Not only that, but a lot of our older people, the parents need that information. The grandparents need this information. So as we are giving out books with the Bull City Griot, Durham's first free black bookstore, where the books are free, but the knowledge is priceless, we are also deploying backpack griots. And your obligation is to get a backpack. Everybody has a backpack. Because what I did was I got one of those mesh backpacks so people can actually see the books. And you know, when people are nosy, right? So when you're walking down the street and you got a backpack, people always want to know what's in your backpack. So I got a see-through mesh backpack so people can actually read the titles of the book as I'm walking around wherever. Marketing is important because we have a lot of negative images about black people. We got to counter that propaganda, negative propaganda, with what they call proper propaganda. So we need to support this. We need to raise the conscience of the community. So we need those brothers and sisters to be the oral tradition carriers, the oral historians, wherever you are, to teach the history of our culture. Backpack griots. Backpack griots. So, anybody who is interested in being a part of this, hit me on Twitter at Bull City Griot. Hit me on Facebook at Bull City Griot, or email me at bullcitygriot@gmail.com, or inbox me. It's time for us, in the face of the dumbing down of our people, in the face of anti-intellectualism. And let me say this. Brother Sharif posted something, he tagged me in. He reminded me, because a lot of times the myth is that, well, if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. Black people don't read. Why is that? A lot of our people are scared to read, because not a long time ago, 150 years ago or so, 160 years ago, it was illegal for black people to read. It was against the law for black people to read. You could be lynched if you read a book, because they thought you were trying to be an uppity Negro. They thought you were trying to be white. That's why many of our people, even today, think in order to be intelligent is acting white, because it was illegal for black people to read not too long ago. So we have to break that generational curse. We have to break that generational curse. So I'm asking you to become a backpack griot. Get that backpack. Put some black history books in that backpack and go around your city or wherever city you land in and teach our history to our people. As always, we leave with the Black Messiah motto: stop waiting for a Savior and be one. Shalom.